The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Watch the curl. 11. Check. 12. Check. X3. 218. Jump. 11. Kill. Turn up.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want 21. 10. 65. Greystone, travel. Check 13. Deuce.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Here we go. 20. Watch it, you gonna get this one? You think you gonna get this? Check. I got this.
On second down now. It's Coleman up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Go!
A first carry for Samaje Perine. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Alpha. There we go, Mike 20.
2nd and 9 now. He gets this one to Boyd. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike, 56, right there.
It's 2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play. And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
21, 13, 11. Hey, gun.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Garoppolo looks to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
I got this. You ain't going nowhere. 11. 55. Right there in the middle.
To throw is Garoppolo. And this is Selleck here with a grab. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Here we go.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
Here we go. 180!
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Deebo Samuel, the rookie wideout, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Check 31, check 31. Hey, gun. 21. Here we go. Hey, pick it up, deep. Flag. Check 26, check 26. Lock.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. 180. Go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Zoo. Mike 20. Watch the run. Hey, Mike 20. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Here we go.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Whoa. 180. Check.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 38. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Goodwin able to haul it in. 13 yards there and a Niner first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Go. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Let's go, T. It's going to be a long day offense. 55.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
11. 55.
Garoppolo now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all peak the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And what a return as he brings us with all the way back to the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kelvin Benjamin. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set, ready? 30 base.
I'm going to come back to you.
Hey, wahoo! Five.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. D. Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Garoppolo now, first down throw, flushed out right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted,
it got his man complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked.
64, weak. Check.
They'll run it here with Pirine, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, exit. Check right, check right.
He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd down now. It's Coleman. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now here's Ross. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
I got you. Bravo. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Big door out. Go. Ready.
2nd and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Richard Sherman.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Garoppolo looking deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Watch time. Tight end right.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw, and that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go, here we go. 80, 2.
On 1st down, Coleman. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
We got three, fellas, we got three. 21.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Here we go,
and a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Mike, hey, gun. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You ain't got nothing.
Now a carry for Pirine. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Hey, Charlie. Twist. Hey, box drop.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Niners' 35-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Finding Green complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Now the extra point. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8, 21-13. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Let's go, let's go. 55's Mike, guys, 55. Check.
From the 38, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. There he goes, right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score, Niners 28, Bengals 13. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw here. He's going to air it out deep for Green. He's got a man complete. That one good for 37 yards. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Go. 56. Mike, now.
They're going to look to throw. Hits this running back, Pirine. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Go. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And this one is right down the middle. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you're giving up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
13! Lock!
On first down, Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
Here we go.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. He's got Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
27 yards. And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hey, wahoo!
They'll set up to throw. Green brings it in. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
2nd and 4. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal, and that's complete. It's Green here. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep over them. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sean Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Get in the weight room.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. D Ford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Let's take it inside his own 40. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. 21. 57's a mark. 57's a mark. Wild good. 57's a mark. Rock 57.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Now. 20, Mike, 20. 6 man. Check curls. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, orbit.
2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
He'll drop to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
18 yards, first down Niners. Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. Into last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season, really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On second and very short, Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
I got you.
Alert three.
This is Coleman. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Right there. All day, baby.
Here we go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's Coleman. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Hey, gun.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Ross on the return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Just get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A dump off to Anderson. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. Like 80!
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So the victory here for San Francisco. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who